Hello everyone. Today in the chapter heat, we are going to study basics to solve numerical problems on heat. Hello everyone. Today in the chapter heat, we are going to study the numericals. And to understand the numericals, we need to concentrate and to understand some concepts related to the heat. So you know that heat energy is gained from one object to the another object, and at the same time one object loses the heat energy and other object gains the heat energy. So the heat energy gets transformed from one object to the another object, and when the heat energy is given to some object, we will find there is a change in the temperature of that object. Or also we can see that heat energy, when it is given, the object is having a change in its state. Either the temperature of object changes or the state of the object changes. The two factors are definitely happening with the object when the heat energy is provided to it. So we are going to understand here how it is happening. Now there is a ice at minus 20 degrees Celsius, and when we provide a heat to it, definitely this ice will start to gain the heat energy and its temperature will increase. It is a minus 20 degree. When it go on increasing, it will go increasing by minus 20, minus 19, 18, then minus 10, minus 5, minus 4, and it will reach up to the 0 degrees Celsius. Now 0 degrees Celsius, at this temperature, it is definitely again the ice. So what is happening from this place to this place? There is an increase in the temperature. There is increase in the temperature of ice. Now when we continue to give heat here, now definitely the temperature will go on increasing. No, in the case of water it doesn't happen like that. So the temperature will not increase here. What will happen? The state of the ice, means this ice is in the solid form, it will start to get melting. Melting point of the ice is 0 degrees Celsius, and it will start to melt, and it will continue to melt until and unless the last piece of ice get converted into the water. And when it is changing the state, at that time the temperature of that particular ice will remain constant. So when we give a heat energy, so heat energy is utilized here from this stage to this stage to change the state, that is from solid to water. And this condition, the amount of heat absorbed by an object to convert its state from solid to liquid, we call it as a latent heat of fusion. If we are reversing the heat, means if we take the heat from this stage, means there is a water and we are freezing it. So at the same, when we freeze it, at that time also the latent heat will be called as a latent heat of freezing. At that time also you will see that the temperature will remain constant until and unless the last drop of the water get converted into the form of ice. So this is the latent heat of fusion, this is the latent heat of freezing. It will remain same. The same amount of the heat will be required to convert solid to liquid and liquid to again solid. Now further, at this stage, if we continue to heat the water, now at this temperature we will continue now the water is converted. Now if it is at 0 degrees Celsius, if we start giving heat at this stage to the water, what will happen? It will increase the temperature from 0 to up to the 100 degrees Celsius. So it will increase from 0, 10, 30, 50, 60, 80, 90 up to the 100. And you know the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, and after that temperature the next stage will be continued. Now at this stage what happens? Now you see from 0 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius there is a rise in the temperature constantly, and that temperature is here, means there is a rising in the temperature. And since there is a rise in the temperature, it will reach to the 100 degrees Celsius. Then when we continue at this stage the heating to the water, definitely from 100 degrees Celsius it will get converted to the steam. Now steam is started. So from here the steam will be evaporated, and this temperature, now what is happening here in this stage? It is the change in the state from liquid to gaseous state. And when there is a change in the temperature, change in the state of water to gaseous, what will the temperature? The temperature will remain constant until and unless the single drop of the last water get converted into the form of steam. So here you will see that the temperature will remain constant until and unless the water is converted into the form of steam. So here what is changing? There is a change in the state, not change in the temperature. Now further, if we continue to heat the steam, so it will definitely increase the temperature and it will go on increasing after 150, 160, whatever it is. Now here, what is the change in these two places? You will see there is a change in the temperature. So definitely you can understand that whenever the heat is provided, there will be change in the temperature or change in the state. And while doing the numericals, you have to consider these two things. What is the change happening in a given liquid or water or whatever the state is given to you? There is a change in the temperature or there is a change in the state. Now you can see whenever there is a change in the temperature, you have to take this formula, that is Q, heat. Q means heat is equal to m into C into delta T. M is what? It is a mass. C is what? Specific heat. And delta T is what? Change in the temperature, that is difference in the temperature. So now what is the change in the temperature in this stage? You will see it was minus 20. So now it is become 0. So who is greater? Minus 20 or 0? 0 minus 20 you have to do. So what is the change in the temperature? 20 degrees Celsius is the change in the, that means delta T at this stage is 20 degree. So when you have to take this formula, when there is a change in the temperature of the given two stages. Now there is another formula. Now when there is a change in the state of an object, so that is state what? Converting from ice to water or converting from water to vapors. Whenever there is a change in the state of an object, you have to take this second formula, that is Q is equal to M into L. L is what? It is a latent heat. At this stage we have considered the latent heat because the temperature remains constant here, and when the temperature is remaining constant, the difference in the temperature will be 0. That is why we don't take here delta T, because the change in the temperature is 0. That is why the second formula is considered to be as a M into L, and mass, it is a M is a mass and L is the latent heat. Now the second thing is that you need to understand the units of each of the terms or the concepts we are using here. Now you see mass, Celsius unit is gram, SI unit is kilogram. Then specific heat is Celsius unit is calorie per gram degree Celsius, and SI unit kilocalorie per kg kilogram degree Celsius. Then latent heat calorie per gram Celsius unit, and SI unit is kilocalorie per kg, and delta T, that is the change in the temperature. SI and Celsius unit will remain same, that is degree Celsius. Now one more concept that you have to understand. Now this was the thing where when object is given heat, it will definitely change in the temperature or there will be change in the state. Now when there are the two objects having some different temperature, when they are placed nearby each other, what will happen? If this is having a 60 degree temperature and this is having 10 degrees Celsius temperature and they are kept near to each other, what will happen? Heat will transfer from higher level to the lower level. Then at one stage they will acquire the equal amount of temperature, and when we want to calculate the temperature at that time, what will be the formula? Heat loss is equal to heat gain. That is already we have seen in the measurement of specific heat. Q1 is equal to Q2 plus Q3. This is heat lost. Specific heat loss is equal to specific heat gained by one object plus gained by another object if there is a three objects placed nearby each other. So the specific heat of water is 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius, and latent heat of the water is 80 calorie per gram degree Celsius. This you have to learn. Even in your textbook, the list of the latent heat of some of the object and also the specific heat of the some of the object, that you have to learn to understand the to solve the different kind of examples.